Bulldog saying good morning. Good morning. We're going to start with 2 deep breaths. Okay, 2 deep breaths and a prayer. She shall create. Dear God, if left to my own devices, my perception will be skewed. I surrender to you everything that I think and feel. Please, God, take my past and plan my future. Send your spirit to redeem my mind that I might be set free. May I be your channel, God, and serve the world. May I become who you would have me be, do what you would have me do, go where you would have me go, and say what you would have me say, and to whom. God, please enable me to set aside everything that I think I know for an open mind and a new experience. Thank you for my many, many blessings. I love you. Amen. Good morning. So we are going to, Greta, get down. Sorry about that. She's getting into trouble. Alright, so we're on lesson 24 in A Course in Miracles. I hope you can hear me okay. Lesson 24, I do not perceive my own best interests. In no situation that arises do you realize the outcome that would make you happy. I always think I do, but therefore you have no guide to appropriate action and no way of judging the result. What you do is determined by your perception of the situation, and that perception is wrong. It is inevitable then that you will not serve your own best interests. They are not your only goal in any situation which is correctly perceived. Otherwise, you will not recognize what they are. If you realize that you do not perceive your own best interests, you could be taught what they are. But in the presence of your conviction that you do know what they are, you cannot learn. The idea for today is a step toward opening your mind so that learning can begin. It's like I always ask people for all this advice, or I have in the past. Meanwhile, I just want them to co-sign what I've already decided I was going to do. And that's, that I didn't have an open mind. I was just wanting reiteration of what I knew I was going to do. And I've seen that all throughout my life. I can see that today. The exercises for today require much more honesty than you are accustomed to using. A few subjects, honestly and carefully considered in each of the 5 practice periods which should be undertaken today, will be more helpful than a more cursory examination of a large number. 2 minutes are suggested for each of the mind-searching periods which the exercises involve. The practice periods should begin with repeating today's idea, followed by searching the mind with closed eyes for unresolved situations about which you are currently concerned. The emphasis should be on uncovering the outcome that you want. You will quickly realize that you have a large number of goals in mind as part of the desired outcome, and also that these goals are on different levels and often conflict. In applying the idea for today, name each situation that occurs to you, and then enumerate carefully as many goals as possible that you would like to be met in its resolution. The form of each application should be roughly as follows. In the situation involving blank, I would like blank to happen and blank to happen. and so on. Try to cover as many different outcomes as may honestly occur to you, even if some of them do not appear to be directly related to the situation, or even to be inherent in it at all. If these exercises are done properly, you will quickly recognize that you are making a large number of demands of the situation which have nothing to do with it. You will also recognize that many of your goals are contradictory, that you have no unified outcome in mind, and that you must experience disappointment in connection with some of your goals, however the situation turns out. After covering the list after covering the list of as many hoped for goals as possible for each unresolved situation that crosses your mind, say to yourself, I do not perceive my own best interest in this situation. And go on to the next one. Lesson 24, I do not perceive my own best interest. I think I know everything. That's just me. I think I know everything. I think I know what is best for me and everyone in my life. But I don't have the whole picture. I don't see the whole thing. And most of what I want is from fear of either not getting it. No, basically of not getting what I want and how I want it. So, because I think that any other way is not going to work. So I'm convinced about everything that I know what's best, and yet in reality I do not perceive my own best interest. And I know in looking back on my life, when I thought that I wanted this and that and this and that, and I may have done whatever I needed to set it up, the marriage, the kids, the job after job after job. I would do what I thought was best and set that up, and then realize this is not what I wanted. So, I think that I know what's best, but I don't. I do not perceive my own best interest. So again, in applying the idea for today, name each situation that occurs to you, and then enumerate carefully on as many goals as possible that you would like met in its resolution. So in the situation involving blank, I would like such and such to happen, and such and such to happen, and such to happen, and so on. Try to cover as many different outcomes as honestly occur to you, even if some of them do not appear to be directly related to the situation, or even to be inherent in it at all. So if done properly, you will quickly recognize that you are making a large number of demands of the situation. Which, yes, I still do it, but I can see, sometimes I can see as I'm doing it what I'm doing. So anyway, lesson 24, I do not perceive my own best interest. And again, you have 5 practice periods today of 2 minutes each. Search your mind. And after covering the list for as many hoped for goals as possible, say to yourself, I do not perceive my own best interest. And go on to the next one. You don't have to do each one for 2 minutes. Hey, good morning. That's my handsome boy. That's my Bentley. Say hi. He's super tired. He's my baby. Anyway, I'm going to 2 deep breaths and we're going to pray out. We're going to pray out. Thank you. Happy Friday. Have a beautiful day. Here we go. Dear Father, I will accept the way you choose for me to come to you, for in that will I succeed, because it is your will, and I would recognize that what you will is what I will, and only that. And I choose to love your Son. Amen. I love you. Have a most beautiful day. Thank you for watching, and I hope that it helps in some way. Bye.